Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Lesia Soul Excavator here. And I'm popping into your inbox today because I wanted to answer a few questions that have come up regarding the upcoming 6-week positive intelligence program that is starting on June 24th. So this is some of the stuff that has come up from some of the people that are really interested and curious, but aren't quite sure that it might work for them. So one of the first ones is, I'm too busy. I just don't have the time to do this. Well, here's the good news. If you do this program at its very minimum, you'll be spending about 15 minutes a day. That's it. And I'm not even talking about one 15-minute chunk. I'm talking about little chunks throughout the day on applying the exercises, on listening to the daily focus, on listening to the audiobook or reading the audiobook, and just seeing, how it is that positive intelligence is making a difference in your life. So 15 minutes a day. What is it that you do for 15 minutes a day that you could give up in order to live a better life, in order to manage stress better, in order to work on the pain and inflammation that maybe you've been suffering from for a while, in order to change your thinking so that you can live a more positive life and be able to navigate stress and challenging people and situations? Okay, 15 minutes a day. That's all it's going to take. All right. The other one is, I've tried so many other things and I still feel stuck. How could this possibly work for me? Or something like that. Well, I can't speak to all the different things that you have tried, but I can tell you that even though I am super immersed in spiritual and consciousness studies and am about to graduate as a minister of New Thought, I still have a whole bunch of other things in my tool belt or in my whatever you sort of want to call it, that you amass over the years, as far as the different things that you learn to help you live a more positive, more engaging and fulfilling life. For me, though, as immersed as I am in the spiritual and consciousness studies, positive intelligence is an incredible paradigm that is so easy to understand, that is so relatable. I mean, almost everyone that I have talked to understands the feeling of feeling sabotaged, of keeping, trying to keep working on something again and again and again, maybe getting so far, maybe reaching some goals, but then ending up sliding back into old patterns of thought, old patterns of behavior, and wondering, why can't I actually make something stick? Why can't I actually move into another direction and keep moving that way rather than kind of slide backwards at some point and get into those old patterns of thinking and behaving? So positive intelligence is a great, great, great way to move the needle, because it actually works on moving you from using the back part of your brain to think and feel, to using the front part of your brain to think and make better decisions and be present and focused in the present moment. That's key. When you're in this part of the brain, you're being pulled out of the present moment. You are then in sort of stress mode, anxiety mode, in overwhelm. You're worrying about the past. You're getting anxious about the future. You're not in the present moment. And the only place of true creativity and power is the present moment. And the way to help you get there is through positive intelligence. What else? Oh, it's too much money. I'd love to spend it, but it's too much money. Well, here's my question to you. How much money are you spending on various forms of therapy, on trying to make yourself feel better, on not being able to do the things that you want to do because you're in pain, or you're experiencing inflammation, or you're feeling some kind of level of depression, or you feel like you aren't good enough, or you just don't have the time, or whatever? How much is all of that costing you versus an investment of $495? And remember, it's Canadian. Okay. The original program, if you went directly through positive intelligence, would be $995 US, but I'm offering it this last time for $495 Canadian. So $495 Canadian, it's not even that it's for the 6-week program. I mean, if you divide that up, that's like $90-ish a week, but it's not even that, because even if you don't go any further beyond this 6-week program, which I really, really hope you will, and I know that some of you will, because this is a lifelong practice that can really help to keep you moving into the realm of dreams and visions and lofty intentions and goals, as much as keeping you grounded in the present moment so that you can get through your day-to-day. You get access to the app and all of its content for the remainder of the year. So this is really $4.95 for the year. Okay, that is a super amazing deal. So if you're thinking that $4.95 is a lot of money, think of it, chunked down into 3 payments of $165. Think of it chunked down into this is how much it costs me a week. Think of it, this is how much it costs me a day. How much are you worth? How much is your mental health? How much is your physical health? How much is your health and well-being overall worth in terms of investment? $4.95, is it really too much? Only you can answer that, right? The other thing that comes up, I'm not good with technology. Okay, that I can totally understand because there can be so many things to navigate day to day. But as far as this app goes, it is very user friendly. It's very simple, and all of the content is in the app. So the modules or the areas of the app that you will use the most out of is the module section, which is where the audiobook is contained and where all of the weekly videos are. And then there is the gym section, which has ready-made exercises that you can go to anytime. And that just means clicking on a button and then listening to what is happening and just following the guidance of the instructions in the audio. And then there is a community section that you can go to, and that is where the support is. That is where you can go into my pod and you can type things in and say, hey, this is what I'm experiencing, or I have these questions, or there you can see the input from the other members in our group. Okay, there is the bigger community at large as well, but our group of 12, and you can share and you can support and you can learn from each other. So you're not alone, and you can be as active as you want to be. But really, it is super simple. And after about a week, and this is why you get access to it the week before, so that you can play around in it and get, accustomed to what's going on there. After about a week, you'll realize this is where I need to go for this. This is where I need to go for this. And because you're being guided the entire time, it really is very user friendly. Okay. And then the last one that comes up is, I don't think it'll work for me. Well, you know what I have to say to that? That's a belief. And if you don't think it's going to work for you, then it's not going to work for you. And just like all of the other things that I mentioned before, that it costs too much, that, you don't have enough time, that you've tried so many other things and this won't work, and that you're not good with technology. All of those are beliefs. And part of the point of this program is to get you to move from here, which is where you are anchored in those negative and limiting beliefs, to here, which allows you to realize that, oh, hey, wait a minute, I'm actually not my beliefs. And oh, you know what? I'm actually not my feelings either. And oh, you know what? I'm not even what I think. And so every single moment that you end up spending thinking and operating from this part of the brain, that is when you are operating from what is called your sage. And the sage is who and what we truly are. The sage is intuitive wisdom. The sage is calm. The sage is centeredness. The sage is compassion. And when you live life from that, that's when you make decisions like, okay, you know what? I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pay for this, but I know that this is going to help me because I can already anticipate what my life is going to be like down the road after taking this program. So I'm going to make my decision from that rather than from where I am today. Because if you stay stuck in where you are today, which is the sabotaging part, which is the judging part, which is using this part of the brain, you're not going to move forward at all. But if you allow yourself to just open up, to be willing to the possibility that it is possible for you to change, I guarantee you, you try this program and you will be a different person at the end of the 6 weeks than you were when you started. Okay. Now, it all depends on how much you apply yourself and how much work you put into it, because the more work you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. But based on the experience that I've had, just even this past weekend, I wrote my final exam for ministerial studies, 8 hours at the computer, 37 pages, all essay. I set myself up for a great exam writing experience Part of it meant taking a break every single hour to walk around, to go outside. I made sure that I was hydrated. I made sure that I went and grounded to connect to the earth's energy, to feel the sun on my skin. I made sure I ate good food that nourished me, that fed my brain so that I could keep thinking and stretching and expanding as I was thinking about all of these philosophical and metaphysical questions. And when I felt myself getting tired, when I felt myself getting stressed, when I felt myself getting anxious, I did PQ reps because that pulled me out of the anxiety. It pulled me out of the stress. It pulled me out of the, oh my God, I don't know the answer to this, and back into the present moment so that I could be calm, so that I could be focused, so that I could keep writing that exam. Okay. That's just my latest experience of how PQ repping and positive intelligence has helped. But anyway, so I hope those questions have given you some answers and maybe have pushed you over, to the, yeah, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. Because really every single person that I've gone through the program with, the, 500 plus people that I went through it with when I was doing the coaching in the fall, and then the 12 people that I went through it with just now in March when we did our first round of positive intelligence as a smaller cohort, and then the people that I'm still in a pod with from that big 500 plus coaches group. Everyone, this has made such a huge difference for them, and the people for whom it keeps making a difference are the people that keep practicing. Okay, so I invite you, sign up today. There are only 6 more spots available for this round, and this is the last time that I'm going to offer this at $4.95 Canadian. The price will go up next time. Okay, so sign up today. Email me, lasia@lasiacahoot.com. I would love to have you with us. I am so excited for the infinite possibilities available as you work and apply this program, Positive Intelligence, to your life. Okay, thanks so much. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.